Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900002.
Listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member. and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grandy of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Right, we've been talking about Bidenomics since last week and how it's delivering. You look at the data, you look at the numbers, you look at the 13 million jobs that's been created. Again, the 800,000 manufacturing jobs.
Here they go again. 13 million jobs they're claiming that they created brand new. 800,000 brand new manufacturing jobs. But their own BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, disagrees with them. That's his bureau. He appointed the Democrat to head it. They don't agree with him. But yet, Flicker Eyes, we'll just call her Flicker, okay? I mean, her eyes up and down drive me nuts. Flicker. So Flicker, okay, keeps saying he's created 13 million jobs when she knows it's a bold-faced lie. I don't know if she has the intelligence to know that, but it's not hard to figure out. It's pretty easy. He did not revitalize the economy. He put our economy in a hole. Revitalize? When you got household debt of $17 trillion between credit cards and mortgage and auto, but behind it, revitalize the economy? When you got 7 million people who can't pay their auto payments, 8 million people can't pay their rent, 14 million people can't pay their mortgage. 79 million can't pay their health care bill. That's resilient? That's resilient? 13 million jobs. Biden's own BLS confirms that's not true. Because what happened is those jobs that he's claiming is 13 million brand new jobs are not brand new. 72% or 10 million. I'm not saying this. His own BLS is saying this. It's 72% or 10 million of the 13 million jobs that they're taking credit for as new jobs were recovered jobs, not new. They're classified under BLS as recovered. These are people who were told to go home. We're shutting the economy down. Then when they opened up the economy, come back to work. That's called a recovery. That's not new. And the 800,000 is just a bunch of crap. BLS has it at 248,000. The lying just never stops. Today, the market was down 500 points. Remember the last time we had the market? It was on, I think, it rallied on June 15th, rallied 475 points. Remember, that's the week they had all the happy news. Everything was happy news that week. The market went crazy. And then went up 475 points when he announced policy. Oh, we're not going to raise rates in June. We're going to forget June. No, we're going to skip June. And we're going to have a pause. And here's what I said. What are these people nuts? Look how they're chasing the market. Market's up 475 points on the belief they're not going to raise rates. That inflation's over. What are they, nuts? You watch. We'll give back this 475 points because he's going to announce shortly or within a month he's going to have to raise rates again. Yeah. And here's what really gets me. Think about it. He's going to raise rates again. He's got to raise rates again. He has no choice. Because remember they came out and they said how inflation is caused by the consumer. Consumers don't cause inflation. They don't cause inflation. The people who cause inflation are the CEOs of companies like Kroger and the rest of these companies. Who, what do? All these big companies. They keep raising their prices. And they use as an excuse the supply chain issue. Rising wages, expensive fuel. We are forced to raise rates or raise our prices. They all lie. That's not true at all. These same companies who sit there day in, day out say we've got to raise prices just to cover our wages, our expenses, our fuel, or we're going to lose money. That's a bunch of BS. These same companies who are telling this to families who are struggling, that we got to pay our bills. No, of course they got to pay their bills. First of all, the people, the CEOs of these companies are making 300 times more. Think of this, than the people that work for them. What are you, nuts? These higher prices that people are struggling to pay is an add-on. They keep on beefing these prices up. They beef these prices up. They don't plow their profits back into business investment, back into new machinery, new equipment to increase productivity so you can get a wage hike, so your standard of living goes up. No. They keep lying, say we got to keep raising prices so we can stay even, so we can make a little bit of money. They're making a whole hell of a lot of money. But what are they doing with all the money? They're not plowing it back into their companies for increased productivity. It's all stock buybacks. And these greedy, they're so greedy, these CEOs. Because remember the money they make on options when they do these stock buybacks. So they're not plowing the money back into the company, which will benefit the company, benefit the employees. It only benefits them and the biggest shareholders. And they'll keep raising these prices, and Powell will keep on saying, oh, it's the fault of the consumer, when Powell should go in and stop stock buybacks. The reason that we had to go and raise rates again is because of corporations like Kroger, who look, I'm not asking for price control. God, I'm the last one. I mean, I love free markets, but right is right. Get rid of the stock buybacks so people are on an even playing field. But you know why they don't do that? Because the very these Congress people, okay, remember, like Pelosi and the rest, they make money trading these same stocks like Kroger. They have inside information. They're not going to do anything to protect their constituents from high prices, from inflation. But instead, they'll keep blaming the high prices and inflation on the consumer, when it's the large corporation who's causing all of it. And these large corporations, they're not that, remember, in that space, there's not that many companies. It's pretty easy to pick up the phone and get 15 companies together, all raise their prices at the same time. This is what's going on. This is why you got to keep raising rates. And today it was so stupid. I saw the stock market go down 500 points. And I said, that's not going to last long. They're going to bring the plunger team right in, and they certainly did. Now it's only down 359. I mean, they what were they expecting? It's like they're stunned that, oh, they're going to start raising rates again. I said that on June 15th, they're going to raise rates. and be prepared for it. My God, I mean, it's unbelievable. So here you got all these people that are struggling. They're falling behind on their mortgage, their rent, and everything else. And Powell, what does he do? Nothing. He does nothing. First of all, he doesn't raise rates enough to kill inflation. That's another problem we have. God, these people are so stupid. It's unbelievable. We have a country at all. It's unbelievable. Be right back after this break. Look for relative strength stocks today.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grandy and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing is to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang again. You can follow me on my syndicated radio show, also my podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, Apple, and YouTube. And also on Instagram and YouTube, I do these 1-minute little segments. Very popular. We get big numbers people watching these. They're fun to watch or informative, so check it out. Talking about informative, think about this. Powell raised rates 10 consecutive times, right? To over 5%, from 0 to 5%. Now we're over 5%. Yet inflation has hardly budged. Think about it. Barely budged. So we have head of the Fed, Powell. We have a president who's they're not capable of understanding profit margins. If they understood profit margins, they wouldn't keep raising these rates from 0 to 5 to 7%. I mean, don't they get what's going on here? So as corporations keep raising their prices to plow those profits into stock buybacks to make the CEO richer and the biggest shareholders richer by screwing the company and the employees in America, don't they get it? I mean, just take the producer price index, the PPI. For 12 months, it's been dropping. Doesn't he ever sit and say, wait a minute, for 12 months, the price of oil has gone down $120 to $72. That's 40%. And by the way, now is the time that you start following oil. I've been doing this business, 52, 54 years, and I can tell you, very seldom has oil dropped 35% without having a big rally come back. Because anybody who shorted oil has to buy it back, okay? When you short something, you got to buy it back. We're at 40%. So why don't you join the gang and follow us, okay? We did the same thing with the tech stocks. We got into those stocks when nobody wanted them. We got into airlines. We got into cruise lines when nobody wanted them. Those are up about 30, 40%. You got to do the same thing with oil. To make money in this business, remember, you got to start watching the sector that's gotten beaten up the most, that nobody wants. But no, what do people do? They all run to the same stocks. They all run to Apple, Microsoft, right? Somebody gets in the market today, what's the first thing he's going to do? He's going to buy Apple. Instead of following oil, or follow Schlumberger, or follow Conoco, or follow Exxon. These guys have been beaten up severely. That's where you're going to make a lot of money. Just like we made a lot of money with the tech stocks. You got to stop listening to these dopes on these financial TV shows. You got to stop listening to them. They're hot stock. Everybody follows them, and they end up buying a stock that's already up 30, 40, 50, 60%. With PE ratios insane. If you take the S&P 500 and you take the big tech stocks, the PE ratios, forward PE ratios on those are about 30%. Are you insane? And you got people who don't know what they're doing. They're going to buy Apple today. Apple, with PE ratio at 30. They have no idea what they're doing. And then they're going to wonder why they got screwed. Oh, man, every time I get in the market, it goes down. Look, join my gang, I'm telling you. Okay, you can make money. We'll end up making money shorting the tech because we already bought them long ago. We bought them in January, February, March. And then once you make money with us, getting back into oil. I mean, oil is so ugly right now. Nobody wants oil. And that's when you start chipping away at it. Just small little segments, just tiny, stock buying. That's all, very small stock buying. Just so you're there, just so you're active, so you're paying attention to it. That's how you're going to make 30% on your money, 40% on your money, like we did with our Apple and Microsoft and Meta and all those stocks. And then we went and we rotated out of some of those. We went into airlines. We're up about 30-40% in airlines. We're up 30-40% in tech and the cruise lines. Nobody wanted those stocks. You've got to learn to rotate. Okay, don't go chase the stock. I mean, it's like a herd of cattle. Everybody's just chasing the same stocks. They're going to get killed. But getting back to, think about this for a moment. They keep on raising rates when at the same time their own PPI index, which that's what he looks at, Powell looks at to make a decision if they're going to raise rates, has been going down. The producer price index has been dropping for 12 months. Oil been dropping 40%. Are you kidding? Raw materials, all dropping. Wage gains are lagging behind price increases. Wages and salaries have been trending downward for a year. Yet big corporations continue to raise prices as their costs keep going down, and people buy into it, and Congress allows them to do it. And when you're trying to stretch your money, when you're going to buy necessities and you go to the grocery store and you're getting angry, and you got to sit there and you say, "What? How much is this? Wait a minute. Price has been going down." The PPI, you tell us every month, look at the PPI. We always have this big thing. Every time they come out with the PPI, everybody's got to stop. Look at the PPI. What good is it? Okay, it's down. If you really want to monitor how things are, look at oil. Oil is in everything we have, from lipstick to stents in your heart to everything. Everything. Oil's in everything. It's down 40%, for heaven's sakes. And you're not looking to buy oil. Oh, I know. You're going to go buy Apple today. Unbelievable. Look, the other place you're going to make a lot of money is shorting the builders. That's another great opportunity. Look, we have a lot of great opportunities. All you have to do is follow us. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You'll learn more in 10 days than going to Yale or Harvard combined.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
I signed up and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake Business News Network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Bidenomics is unleashing huge private sector investments in manufacturing.
$3.5 billion to build a battery materials manufacturing plant, creating 1,500 jobs.
Wait a minute. Will somebody do the math for this guy? GM is going to get all these tax incentives, right? That you and I pay for. That comes down to 1,500 jobs. That's 2.7 million per job. Why don't we give everybody 200,000 so they can retire? Take the rest of the money and send it to St. Jude. Send it to St. Jude. For heaven's sakes. Think about that for a moment. That's 1,500. That's it? 1,500 jobs? So that cost us $2.7 million to create these jobs? I think everybody would have been happy with even 300,000. Right? Every one of these people would check for 300,000. Have them retire. Have them retire. Hell, just put the money in the S&P 500, so you can go long and short. That's the other thing that drives me nuts. I'll say this there when I'm teaching. I say it over and over, and I drive my class nuts. I say, I don't get this. I don't get it. Why are people in these stupid 401ks? I know, it's the match. We did one stock that we made a return on. Oh, I forget which one it was now. Let me see if I can remember it. We did one stock. We had a hell of a return on it. It was it wasn't a tech stock. NCLH. Okay. Yeah, NCLH. We bought NCLH at about $14, $13. It's now $21, almost $22. That's a 50% return. Okay? That's between May and now. Why would you when would you ever make in a 401k 50%? When? Never. If you make 4% a year over 10 years average, you're lucky because of the 22 hidden fees. But my point is, it's so frustrating. You can't get across to people, look, that 401k, I know it's a match, but it's not really a match. I ran a public company. I ran two of them. It's not really a match. People think they're getting a match. No. First of all, you're stealing from them. You're stealing from not the company, but the mutual fund company who provides the mutual fund are stealing. They got 22 hidden fees, so that's coming out. And you can't make this thing that they're going to match your job the way they do it in companies. We did it. If a job is paid, let's say $85,000, the accountant would figure out, okay, what we'd have to drop that job down to, so we're not really matching them. So you dropped it down to maybe $72,000 over 8 years or 5 years, something like that. I forgot what the formula was. So you're not getting matched. But even if you were, isn't it better to be in control, where a stock, when it goes down, take like oil. Take like oil. Would it have been better when you had when Oxy Petroleum, okay, was at $69? Or here, I'll give you a better one. Let's take where's another one? Let's take energy, XLE. Wouldn't it have been better if you bought the energy, the ETF XLE, you sold it short. Say you sold it short around $90, and today it's at $79. I mean, here, let me give you a better. Do this number, Willie. Do this one, Willie. You shorted it when it turned red at $90, and then it dropped down to $74. That's a 17% return from February 2023 to March 17th, 2023. When would you ever make that kind of return? And that's shorting. See, once a stock goes down and you learn how to sell a stock short so you're making money, what a difference it makes. It makes a huge difference. People who don't short, who are just buying stocks, are just going in and trying to find some hot stock that's going to go up. And then when it doesn't, you get out of that stock, you try to find another. Well, you nuts. Here's another thing that you should understand. Everybody's going to start getting out of the big tech stocks. You know what they're going to start rotating to? As soon as these tech stocks start getting hammered, they're going to go right back to Coca-Cola. They're going to go right back to Clorox. They're going to go back to Budweiser. So what do? You wait until Coca-Cola, the Coke goes up 40, 50% before you buy it. That's what most people do. That's what most people do, right? Instead of watching it now. I mean, if you start watching Coca-Cola, like as we did, it turned green. We started to watch it. We put a scout on it, okay, when nobody wants it. So there's a good profit in Coke. But people are going to be jumping back to Coke, Clorox, all those terrible stocks. All those terrible, terrible stocks, okay? They're worthless, these stocks. Home Depot, Walmart, Target, all those stocks, right? I'm telling you, these guys, wouldn't it be nice with Home Depot that you were making money when it was getting hit hard? Think about it. Home Depot on January 14th started to sell off. It turned red on our chart. It was at $382, and we shorted it. It went from $382, January 14th, down to January 22nd, down to $264. So think about that. January 14th, sorry. That's a 30% from January 13th or 14th down to January 21. That's a short. It was so easy to short because our chart turned red. It tells you money's coming out. Your chart doesn't do that. All your candlesticks, if the trend is going up, your candlesticks are a combination of red, green, green, red, red, green, red, red, green, green. Or if it's going down, it's red, green, green, red, green. What good is that? When I designed this, I said, isn't that stupid? I said, so if you got Home Depot going up, and it's at 260, and as it's going up, you got these red candlesticks, what does that do? That tears the confidence out of the people who are buying Home Depot. As soon as they see a couple of days of red candlesticks, they're going to say, get me out, get me out. Well, they don't know that there's still more money going in than going out. So I said, let's develop a chart that follows the money. So when it goes up, it turns green, then you have comfort. You see every candlestick is green. It's telling you got enough money going into Home Depot to stay with it. Where your generic charts, every one of you, look at your candlesticks, right? All you see is green, then red, then green. That's crazy. But if you have a contiguous red, as the stock is going down, that assures you money's going out, so you sell it short and you can make like 30%, right? Or if it goes up as solid green, you can make 10, 15, 20% on the way back up. But the idea is you're freed up to make money whether it's going down or going up. And we show you this over 10 days. Doesn't cost you a dime over 10 days, okay? All right, so again, going back to what's going on with this economy right now, you got to think about it. I mean, everyone's saying how great this economy is. No, they destroyed it. Powell destroyed this economy. You can't, when you have an economy that's so weak internally and you're trying to destroy jobs by raising rates. Now, can you imagine? You're destroying your own economic growth. Now, isn't that stupid? Isn't that stupid? You're destroying your own economic growth by raising rates and trying to get people laid off. Isn't that stupid? God, these people are so dumb. That's why you got to learn how to short, believe me. We'll be right back with talk about some more stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, you know, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
A recent Gallup poll shows that only 31% of Americans have confidence in the U.S. government. Is that number concerning to the administration at all?
What the president focuses on is how he's going to continue to deliver for the American people. That's the president's focus. In the last 2 years, we've seen the data when it comes to the economy doing just that.
Doing just what? What's it doing? Blinky, what's it doing? My God, you're stupid. What is it doing? Everything you touch turns to crap. Everything. Think about it, Blinky. We got wages contracting, the economy's contracting, earnings contracting, dollars contracting, productivity, manufacturing, dollar, all contracting. We have the largest household debt in history, commercial debt in history, corporate debt in history, and that's all linked to our lousy economic growth. We have the least economic growth ever. We have the least increase in standard of living, least business investment, least demand ever. Linked all to the inverted yield curve, debt and deficits, our shrinking GDP, our shrinking earnings. We have the largest drop in manufacturing ever. When was the last time that we had this kind of terrible manufacturing? The numbers came out. It's awful. The last time that we seen new orders this bad was in 2020. We never seen orders do it. And they're trying to tell us what a great job they're doing with manufacturing. 12 million jobs. What are you going to do with 12 million jobs? 800,000 jobs. That was a lie. There's only 240,000 jobs, something like that. But think of the economic headwinds we have. And they lost. Let me tell you, the stock market, the only thing that's holding up this stock market right now, why it's not dropping, is because the amount of money that they are injecting into 7 stocks. Think about it, the whole 7 stocks is holding up 5,000 stocks. I showed my members today, I put up the inverted yield curve against the Russell. I think I have it here. I can put it up on my chart. I think I've got it. Let me see. I have it. You're more than welcome to look at it. This is amazing. Where is it? I don't think it is. I don't have it. All right, give me 1 second. I'll put it up. So if you're following me, I'll grab it right here for you. You got to see this. This is amazing. Everybody asks, when do you think the market's going to crash? The answer is right here. Here's the answer. Okay, let me find it for you. Right here. It's I think this is it right here. Yep, right here. I got it. So if you're following me right now, if you're following me either on Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, Apple, YouTube, you can see this. If you're not, just go to my site tonight, okay, where it's archived. You got to see this. It shows the whole, and what I'm doing is comparing the stock market, the entire stock market, which is the Wilshire 5000, okay? That's the entire stock market. Now compare that against the yield curve. In other words, take the 10-year Treasury, okay, then you take and then minus the 2-year Treasury. And now here's what it looks like. Look at this. So the red line right here, or brown line, that's the 10-year Treasury. That's your yield curve right there. See it going down? And as that keeps going down, you notice how your Wilshire 5000 keeps going up. So you want to know when this market's going to crash? When this bottom line right here, this brown bottom line starts turning up. When this, you don't have to ask anybody. You have to bother. Just watch. When this bottom line starts turning up, then the top line, which is your Wilshire 5000, the stock market's going to tank. So if you just followed me, and you get this, you look at it. It's on Fred. You can get it. Okay, look at this. It tells you exactly when the market's going to crash. So right now, what we have is they're artificially, by taking these 7 stocks, actually taking 2 of the 7, Microsoft, okay, and Apple, and propping them up with trillions of dollars, and then they're taking trillions of dollars and they're buying treasuries, but they're not telling us that. They're telling us they're taking trillions to prop up the regional banks, which they're doing. But they're shifting trillions of dollars over to Apple. Look at Apple today, still going up. Okay, that's what's holding the market up temporarily. It's like, think about this. You want to see what the market looks like? Think of the Empire State Building being held up by 4 toothpicks. 4 toothpicks. That's what this market is right now. Think about this. We have 4 toothpicks holding up the Empire State Building. And let's even make it more realistic. Now we're going to take the World Trade Center and put it on top of the Empire State Building and see if these 4 toothpicks can keep it holding up. And people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. All they want to know is, what stock should I get in? What's the next hot stock? Can you imagine if you just learn how to short? If all you did was short the Qs. So if you have a 401k right now, the smartest thing you could do is go and get the Qs or the S&P, okay, and just short them. All you have to do is go take SDS. Here, go take SDS is the symbol, SDS, okay? Make it really simple for you, okay? And all you have to do is, remember, SDS is the opposite of the spiders, okay? So if SDS starts going up, the spiders start going down. So instead of shorting the spiders, you just go and do the reverse, SDS. It's only $34.90 a share. So when SDS starts climbing up, the market's going to collapse. And we know that by watching, again, the Treasury yield, okay, the 10-year minus the 2-year, put that against the overall stock market, the Wilshire 5000, and you can see that trend is going down. And when that trend changes, look out. It's going to be a hell of a crash. And I don't understand why, even if you have a 401k, I'm not telling you to get out of the 401k. What I'm telling you is hedge it. So instead of losing 40, 50% of your money, which you're going to, do you understand what's been going on for 10 years here? For 10 years, more than that, 13 years. This whole bubble has been created, started by Obama, so you can blame Obama. He started this whole bubble that we're in right now. Because remember what he wanted to do. He didn't want to create jobs. He didn't want to grow the economy. He was using every bit of money he could find to increase his socialism. Okay, that's all he cared about was socialism, expanding the socialism. That's all he cared about. Now, after 13 years, everything has caught up. All our spending is caught up. We can't raise rates anymore. We're so screwed. But you're not if you know how to sell short. And also, turn around and buy those sectors that have been getting killed, like oil. Like oil. Take a look at your bank stocks. Never before have we had banks this weak. Never. And when you don't have the banks, when the banks aren't leading your market, you are full of hurt. You are so full of hurt, okay? I'm telling you. And these bank stocks are going to get worse and worse and worse, okay? What they're not telling you is the regional banks. There's about 232 banks have gone broke. Broke. Remember 2008 when all the banks went broke? And everybody knew it? They're hiding it this time. What they're doing is taking the 8 largest banks in our country, like Jamie Dimon and Morgan Stanley, and what they're doing is cutting deals with them, who they bailed out, which are essentially owned by the government. And they're going and taking all these little regional banks, and they're going in and taking all the assets. They're buying these assets, pennies on the dollar. They're getting all the deposits. They're buying these mortgage-backed securities, pennies on the dollar. And these big banks are going to get bigger. And you and I are going to take the hit. We're going to take the hit on these regional banks. It's not over with these regional banks. The regional banks, I'm telling you, it's always the regional banks, and it's always the Wilshire, the Russell. You got to always watch those banks. The regional banks always look at KRE is the symbol, KRE. And that symbol is going to keep going down, and this whole thing's going to blow up. But you can profit by it if you just know what you're doing, and it's not hard, especially with our charts, okay? 10 days free, and all we ask, if you don't stay after 10 days, please help St. Jude. Send them some money. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to